Hey there. We all work pretty hard for our bananas, right? But have you ever stopped to think about the future? I'm talking about that amazing sun-drenched hammock life where you're just chilling and the bananas, well, they just kind of come to you. So let's break down the super simple plan to actually make that happen. Okay, this is the big question every single young monkey has got to face. Right now, you're probably strong, you're fast, you can scale the tallest trees no problem, and grab the best, sweetest bananas. Life is pretty good. But what happens a few decades from now? When you're a little older and your knees start to creak like a dry branch? When climbing just isn't in the cards anymore? Where are the bananas going to come from? Just look at this. On the left, that's you now, in the prime of your life, full of energy, full of bananas. But on the right, well, that's the potential future if you don't have a plan. An old monkey who can't work is a hungry, worried monkey. And that is exactly the future we are here to avoid. The good news, it's way simpler than you might think. So what do most monkeys do? The first instinct is just save. You take some of the leaves you earn and you stuff them into a hollow log for safekeeping. And that feels smart, doesn't it? You're putting something aside for later. But this plan, it has this huge, totally invisible flaw. Meet the villain of our story, inflation. Seriously, think of it like a tiny, invisible bug that is just eating your leaves while they're sitting in that log. See, every season, the jungle government prints more and more leaves, which means the value of each one, it goes down. So that pile of leaves you saved years ago, it just won't buy as many bananas in the future. And the effect is, well, it's pretty staggering. Look at this. Today, maybe 100 leaves gets you a giant, delicious pile of bananas. But you fast forward 40 seasons, and that same 100 leaves, it might only buy you a tiny handful. This shows us that just saving isn't enough. Your leaves are literally losing their power over time. So, if hiding leaves in a log doesn't work, then what does? I mean, you've seen them, right? Those older, wiser monkeys, totally relaxed, just swinging in their hammocks. They are not worried one bit about climbing trees. How did they pull that off? They didn't just hide their leaves. Nope. They had a much, much smarter plan. Here it is. This is their secret. They understood that leaves don't grow, but trees do. So instead of just saving their leaves, they used them to plant banana trees. They put their savings to work, creating something that would grow all on its own and produce even more bananas for them later. And that, right there, is the core idea of investing. And this is where the real magic happens. Just look at the power of planting consistently over time. If you plant just 50 leaves worth of trees every single month, you're on track for a very, very comfortable hammock. Now double that to 100 leaves, and you're looking at a future with your own personal banana daiquiri machine. This is the incredible, awesome power of long-term growth. I know, it might sound totally unbelievable, but that is the potential. By starting small and just being consistent for many, many seasons, a few little seeds can grow into a massive jungle of wealth. We are talking about a future where you could own 1 million banana trees, all producing bananas for you. But hang on. There's a catch. What if you put all your leaves into planting one single, magnificent banana tree? You water it, you care for it, and then one day a big storm comes and just snaps it in half. Poof. Everything you worked for is gone in an instant. That is a huge risk. And this is why the wisest monkeys use what we call the jungle method. Instead of betting everything on one tree, you buy a tiny, tiny piece of every tree in the whole jungle. In human terms, this is called an index fund. That way, if one tree falls over, who cares? You've still got 499 others that are growing strong. You're not betting on a single tree, you're betting on the success of the entire jungle. Okay, so you're planting your jungle, it's growing beautifully. But there is one more character you need to know about. Let's call him the Internal Revenue Silverback. The jungle government, they help build roads and keep things running, and they pay for it by taking a piece of your leaves. And yeah, that includes the new leaves your growing jungle is producing. But you can outsmart the silverback. There are these things called special protected logs. You might know them as retirement accounts, like a 401k or a pension. When you plant your trees inside one of these special logs, the silverback can't touch them while they grow. This protection helps your jungle grow so much bigger, so much faster. So let's put it all together. Here's your simple 4-step hammock plan. Step 1, find your special protected log like a 401k. Step 2, set it up so it automatically plants a few leaves for you every single month.
Step 3, choose to own the whole jungle with one of those diversified index funds. And finally, maybe the most important step, keep dreaming of that hammock, because that's what this is all for.
If there is one thing to take away from all of this, let it be this idea. It is so easy to say, I'll start next season. But the real magic in this plan comes from time. Every season you wait is a season of growth you can never, ever get back. You can't go back in time and plant a tree 20 years ago, but you can plant one today. So what are you waiting for? Your future hammock is waiting.